Joan, it's lovely to have you here, all the way from Canada. A speech pathologist there who trained in England, but has been working in Canada. And this is program 10, which is communicative approaches. Now, you will have noticed some difference between the approach in Canada at the preschool level and at the school level to England.
Yes.
Perhaps you could tell us a little bit about it.
Yes, I do. Basically, I was trained here, and then when I was training here, I have learned a certain approach that communication development per se in a broad umbrella as a school actually developed a bit later than in Canada itself. Because first of all, in Canada, all the kids, the parents may go back to work, and I would say 90% of the children go to what you call daycare. But in daycare, they run like a preschool, sort of mini preschool program where they teach the kids to sing, to talk, learn the ABCs, basically to develop language as early as before 2.
Mm. Yeah.
So by the time they reach 3-year-old, they are very talkative already.
Mm.
And by 4, they can actually read.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't recall that I can find that in England.
No, because you've got to have a certain narrative level of talk before.
Yeah.
Of course, that's what happens in Japan. They don't teach reading at all because their view is that if you develop high levels of narrative talk, children will naturally read. And that is proved in Japan because they never teach reading.
And one of the things I realized is that they begin a lot of speech development in storytelling, in description of the toys, for example. They use basically, I would call more like the Montessori approach, learn through exploring.
Yeah, experience, real experience.
And working with a peer rather than with an adult and a child.
Yeah.
It is guided by the adults, but child with a child, almost the same level, and a child with a bit higher level to actually lead them, to lift them up to a higher level.
Yeah.
And this, I can't recall that I find it in UK. Correct me if I am.
Yes, no, you're right, because I can remember a lot of qualifying speech pathologists here wanting to go out to Canada because they liked the approach that they didn't find was going on in England.
Yeah.
So that's great. Thanks very much. That's really lovely.
You're most welcome.
Yeah.